Okay. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Community of Practice Workshop 4. Can anyone confirm, either with a show of hands, that you can see my screen? Unsure. Cool. Thank you so much. So today's session, this is the session lineup. For the benefit of those that haven't joined before, I might speak briefly on why we are doing a community of practice, a workshop recap, and then we can go into the workshop proper. The session will be a lot more interactive because I want to hear from you all what your plans are and how I can help in any way, or if there are any challenges at all. If some of you are not going, facing any challenges and would like to maybe share your learnings, right, your successes with the team, this is the right place to do so. And then a brief question and answer, session feedback, and there we go. I'm looking at us doing this in less than an hour, say 45 minutes at most. So a few housekeeping guidelines. We encourage everyone to mute their mics when they are not speaking. Please use the chat function as often as you can. Let me know if there's anything you need me to address. If you feel like you cannot wait for the question and answer session, you can just type in your questions in the chat function and we're good to go. Also, if you have any technical difficulties, especially hearing our French interpreter, let me know with a show of hand. And we encourage everyone to stay for the entire duration of this session. We value your feedback. We value your comments. So there'll be a brief survey, and there you can also share your thoughts about how this event went. You can also share your thoughts about how I hosted or moderated this event, if there are some things you would like me to take into consideration. And yes, this session will be recorded. It will be available for us all, even those that are currently not present. So, as I mentioned earlier, we have interpretation available. Please click on the interpretation button, as you can see, and click on the French option if you are a French speaking leader that is here present. I want to believe we all know how to do this now because we've been doing this from the very beginning of our sessions. All right, the community of practice exists so we can teach everyone how to, we can equip everyone with knowledge and resources and the skills they need to make meaningful impact to ensure that their campaigns are successful. We are helping as many as we can to adapt the very many resources and tools that GivingTuesday has, as well as identifying, for example, prioritizing some of the tools that are specific to your campaigns and events or your activities for GivingTuesday this year and beyond. I mean, that's why we are also recording the session so that people can always go back to these resources and watch and learn as though they are attending the session afresh. All right, so we've had 3 workshops so far. We've had the storytelling and awareness raising workshop. We've had the event management and facilitation. We've had basic design and presentation skills. That was just before we went to Kenya for the GivingTuesday Africa Summit. And today we will be discussing very briefly on digital marketing. Truthfully, we might not be able to cover everything that digital marketing is about, but we can, touch on, what matters to us and maybe speak to some of the things that we are doing. This is why I mentioned earlier that this will be a very interactive session because I will be making informed decisions and sharing some comments and insights after listening to some of your plans. But before we do that, I would like to share very quickly what digital marketing means, why digital marketing, as well as some of the components, some of the things I want us to consider before we share our plans for Giving Tuesday. Digital marketing refers to all marketing efforts, any marketing efforts that you can think of, anything that you have done to make people learn or see what you're doing is digital marketing, as long as it's online, as long as you're using an electronic device, as long as you are using the internet, you are utilizing digital channels, right? That is what digital marketing means. And we do this, a moment, please. All right, so we do this because we are in the age in an era where everyone is online, right? So it's literally indispensable, irrespective of the campaigns you're running or the events, even if it's an in-person activity, somehow we have learned to translate these activities and share it with a wider audience. And that is how people in the US know what we are doing in GivingTuesday Africa Hub, for example. That's how people in Ghana at, connecting with Philanthropy in Nigeria, learning about her distributed leadership strategy. This is what technology has done. This is the power of technology. This is the power of communication. We are here present today, listening to me, and from different countries, right? And not just different countries, different locations. So for example, I'm in Abuja, Catherine is in Lagos. It would take me 12 hours on the road to be with her. It would take me an hour to land in Lagos if I were to go by flight. But now we are here together. That's the power of technology. So I want us to see digital marketing as us having numerous options, available to reach as many as we can. Think of you doing whatever you are doing in your little corner, doing your Giving Tuesday activity in your little corner, and someone in Switzerland is inspired by your action. That's what I see digital marketing as. And that's why I try as much as possible to encourage everyone, to amplify their work and share what they are doing. That's why I do all I can as well to share what everyone is doing as well in our impact board and our monthly roundups that you all receive via emails. So moving on, there are certain components of digital marketing that we all should know. First is, we are doing this because we want to attract people. We want people to see what we're doing. So it's attraction, right? People should come to our websites. For example, our email marketing platform, Substack, actually hit a really high number, over 8,000 views, which is amazing. I love that, we are now attracting the people that we want, and we want as many people as we can. And then beyond just getting people to view our platform, for example, still using our Substack platform, we want people to engage, right? We want them to send us an email, right? We want them to, connect with us. We want them to probably say, hey guys, I love what you're doing. And I would love to lead Giving Tuesday in my community or Giving Tuesday in my country. That's why we do all these things that we do. We want to inspire people to say, hey, I saw this article about radical generosity in motion, and I'd like to do something like this in my community as well, right? So we want to attract individuals, leaders. We want to attract individuals, leaders, nonprofits, CSOs, everyone really, to take on radical generosity. And we also want to turn as many people that visit our platforms into active visitors, into loyal members, for example, into advocates even, for the causes that we stand for. So these are the three components of digital marketing. And going about it, I'm trying to translate these three components into how it looks. For me, if for everything that I do, for example, even the post that we post on our Instagram and Twitter, now X, our Twitter channels, the first thing on our funnel is awareness. The second thing is consideration. And on the same funnel, conversion, then loyalty and advocacy. So permit me to use an event that is coming up as an example. There's a webinar coming up. It's called the Period Giving Webinar. We want to use the opportunity to highlight generous activities by advocates that are standing against period poverty, that are speaking against period poverty, and also share acts of generosity that we all can take in the fight against period poverty. So the first thing on my agenda as the communications manager, or as someone who is working in Giving Tuesday, or as someone who just wants to do an event to commemorate Giving Tuesday, the first thing on my agenda is awareness. I want everyone to know about this event. So what I'm going to do is share it across social media. I mean, we all know that. Maybe put up a LinkedIn event. So LinkedIn has this option where you can register or sort of put up an event so people can register and even show or indicate that they will attend, right? Facebook also has this option. What else am I going to do? I would invite people personally. That's something I'm actually doing at the moment. I'm looking out for advocates, people that speak about menstrual justice, and I'm sending them invites on LinkedIn. I'm sending them invites via email. That's awareness. Now, when I do this, the people I'm inviting, everyone who comes across this banner or this poster called Period Giving Webinar, or anyone who comes across the fact that a friend of theirs is speaking at this webinar, for example, will consider attending this webinar. So we have speakers, right? And the speakers, we have their own flyers, and they're going to share it on their platforms. And friends, followers, right? People inspired by these speakers and the good work that they do will consider being a part of this webinar. So I'm still on the funnel, and I hope that this example is helping us understand how powerful digital marketing is and how you can also replicate the strategy with what we are currently doing. So next is conversion. So if everyone that comes across the webinar, either through our speakers, either through our social media platforms on Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn, either through all through the LinkedIn event that we've set up, and they've considered joining the webinar. So they're going to look at the time, then they're going to look at the date, and then they take action to register for this event. So something else I want to tell everyone to consider is, if you want someone to attend an event, or you want someone to actively participate in your campaign, make it very easy, make it very simple. So after considering that they want to join the Period Giving webinar, they're going to try to register. Registration should be simple. Click this link and you're done. Click the link in bio and you're good, right? Or even on Facebook and LinkedIn, it's very easy for people to just click the link and they register and they're good to go. In fact, if anyone registers for the Period Giving webinar, it instantly is included in their calendar, and they're going to receive reminders automatically 3 days before, 1 day before, and when the Period Giving webinar begins. Now, that is conversion. I'm trying to ensure that as many people that consider joining the webinar, anyone who takes an action to register joins the webinar. I'm doing everything I can. I'm coming up with, emails. I'm checking in with everybody. Don't forget the webinar is coming up. Don't forget you registered, right? So that's conversion. Now, if this webinar goes well, And during the webinar, everyone enjoys the conversation. Everyone goes on learning something, either about how to, carry out their own campaigns or join other people on the platform to advocate against period poverty. We can convert those people to loyal audiences or members of the period giving banner, right? So if in January we want to come up with another period giving webinar, maybe turn it into a series that happens every month, there's a very high chance that those people that we converted will attend again, right? There's a very strong chance that if we go back to, because they are all registering, we have their emails. I mean, you can take it a step further to have their phone numbers if you want. And then we could just reach out to these guys and say, hey, remember we did a period giving webinar in November? Remember how awesome it was, right? We want to do another webinar. And this time around, we are going to talk about this. And we're going to share how you can do this, right? That's loyalty. That's ensuring that these people come back and engage with you, right? So beyond loyalty, beyond people just engaging with your content, knowing what you do, commenting on your post, joining your webinars, maybe showing up, physically in person to be a part of your outreaches and events and initiatives. What if they become advocates themselves? What if they walk up to you and say, look, I love what you're doing. Right from the beginning, I saw it here. I saw it on Facebook. I considered it. I registered, ever since I've been joining your sessions. But now I really want to figure out how I can be, a part of this in some way. Now, these are people that don't just feel attending is okay. Attending is of course, attending is great and amazing. But the moment someone who has been connecting with you, interacting with you, reaches out to say, I want to, take this a step further. Now, this is like the pinnacle of it all. And this is all because, right, you are utilizing, right, tools at your disposal. I'm going to take a pause here and I'm going to ask if anyone has a question or if you understand what I've been trying to say. Or if I can go on even. So if I can go on, please indicate with a show of hands. And then we continue. Anyone? So I'm not even seeing. Thank you so much. I see you, Davis. Cool. Thank you so much. I see you, Laurentia. So I'm hoping that using the event that is coming up to explain this funnel, you all can also share, because I'm about to stop speaking. You can share your plans with me and then we can walk through your activity using this funnel, right? I hope that's a good plan. And I'll be pointing out one or two persons. So I don't think I need to, we've used an actual event to describe the funnel, right? So awesome. Moving on. Before reaching out to anyone to share what they are doing, I want to say that I've been able to identify 2 toolkits from the global team that I feel somehow it cuts across what every one of us is doing as we prepare for Giving Tuesday this month. And the first one is, apologies. The first one is getting ready for Giving Tuesday. We have it in English and in French, and I'll be sending this alongside the workbooks and the replays so we can all make use of this toolkit. This guide is amazing. It contains key messages you can use. It contains social media messages. It contains email templates. It contains a sample press release. It has everything you need, to be honest. It has tips and tricks. It has other resources that you might want to consider, right? So it's like this Bible for any Giving Tuesday activity you have planned. And I feel that this is an invaluable resource. And this is why we also went for that, to have it in French. So you all, anyone at all can be able to make use of this toolkit. The second resource that we have here is the get your social channels ready. So I'm hoping that everyone here has at least one social media channel, that represents what they are doing, right? And that would be their the platform where you share with the world what your Giving Tuesday activity is. So we have it in English. It has lots of ideas. It has, it has information on Canva templates, which you all know I've been sharing with some of you leaders, and it's also in French. So right about now, I'm going to pass the mic, right? So we can. I'm also gonna stop sharing. I think I have to stop sharing so I can see if there are questions or if anyone has a comment. Okay, I can see Olubumi has something to say. So yes, please unmute and ask your question or share your feedback. Hi, Bumi. So I'm not hearing you. I don't know if it's just me.
Hello, can you hear now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so sorry. Please, we really enjoyed the session. It's been impactful and we're learning so much. We wish we have enough time to really go in depth into the digital marketing. My
Sure.
question has to do with knowing our reach. How do we check
Okay.
our reach when we post things? Then I also want to ask the use of hashtags. At times, for me, it's confusing, and you have various opinions on how to use hashtag. That one is also there. Then,
Okay.
thirdly, you notice that the quality of the materials you share really matters. Are there simple, easy to use app that we can use to improve quality of pictures, that we can use to probably pass across our messages? Because I like doing my thing myself. If you go to my website, to the website of our organization, most things you see there are done personally by me. Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. I think I'm going to start with the first question. Says, how do you monitor your reach? Like, how do you know, the number of people you are reaching, for example? So I'm going to use Instagram as an example. So this is Instagram. If I want to know the accounts I've reached in the last 30 days, oh my God, I wish I can share my screen, but you will not see it the way I want to. So please confirm you can see this. Yep. All right. So there is this button here just beneath your bio, right? That shows that is called professional dashboard. Once you click on it, you can get any insight you want, from the accounts you've reached to the accounts you've engaged to if you've lost followers or not, even your stories. You can get insights on your stories. So if I reached 2,000 accounts last month and I'm reaching 1,000 accounts this month, there's probably a reason for that. Maybe people are not seeing my content. Maybe people are not enjoying my content. So I might want to change, right? I might want to go back to the drawing board and maybe switch things up a bit or just do something else before going back, to the status quo. So I don't know if this would help you. Every channel has a way to sort of look at the analytics, look at what your content, how it's faring online, including LinkedIn. Can I show you guys LinkedIn now? Not at the moment. So that is one. If you want to see how one post is faring, you can also click on that post, right? And click on insights. So this is just Instagram. It's just really pretty simple. When you click on the post and you click on insights, you can see what's that one post, how it's faring, How many people have seen it? How many people have saved it? How many people have shared it even? You can even see if they are male or female. Like you can then determine if it only reached your followers or if it was able to reach people that aren't your followers. And all these things can give you insights that can even help you sort of determine if you are doing the right thing, if your strategy is working, right? It can also let you know if you need to change, right? How you are posting, the timing of your posting too. This insight can also show you recommended periods, the best times your posts have done well so that you can target those periods to post instead. I don't know if I've answered that particular question. Hi, Bumi. Was I able to answer that one before I move on to the next?
Hello. Oh, so sorry, madam. Actually, I didn't get it because as you were talking, I tried to do it. If you don't mind, I'll quickly share my screen, please.
Okay.
Do you mind?
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank
Okay.
you very much. I'll quickly do that. Share whiteboard. I should go to share whiteboard.
No, I
Oh,
don't think it's whiteboard you're sharing. You would click on share screen. Can you see the option to share screen?
no, I didn't see that.
Okay. So how about I set up a meeting? I think I have another meeting after now, but I can set up a meeting after my next meeting with you and we can walk through this particular thing together. Just you and I, if that's okay. Does anyone else need to know how to do this, just to be clear? Okay, good. Great. I think she's out of the meeting too. Okay, she's here. Hi, Bumi. Can you confirm that I can call
Yeah,
you after this meeting? Okay, great.
please
So on
kindly do.
hashtags, I will.
Oh,
I will.
oh, sorry. I can have access to sharing screen now. I think I do
Okay.
now. Share screen. Start now. It's talking about start recording. I don't know. Huh?
Just don't worry. We'll do this.
Okay,
I
after the
think
meeting
Charles has
then.
also
Okay, after the
we'll do
meeting.
it
Thank you.
together.
Thank you.
Happy to Charles, you've also indicated interest, right? So you and I, you, me, and Bumi will be in a meeting together, and I will show you everything everything you need to know, rather, on how to monitor your campaigns online. So, Bumi, you talked about hashtag. So hashtags are like, how do I explain this? Okay, they are like states of a country. So take Instagram, for example, as the country, and then the hashtags are like states and communities that, okay, so when you are in a state, you know that, okay, this is Abuja, right? This is Ekiti, this is Lagos. Hashtags will help me, for example, because I've been tracking Giving Tuesday activities. So if I want to know what people are doing, what activities people are doing concerning Giving Tuesday, I would just search for Giving Tuesday, right? The hashtag, and I will see what everyone has been doing. And then I can conveniently track what everyone has been doing just for Giving Tuesday. If I want to see what someone is doing on, say, women's empowerment, I will search for women empowerment and I will see what people are saying about women empowerment. I think this is one thing I can share with everybody. So let me see. One moment. I should be able to share this. Let's do this as a quick. Okay. So I'm going to search for Giving Tuesday now. Hashtag Giving Tuesday. So there are about 2 million posts on Giving Tuesday. There are about 155,000 posts on Giving Tuesday now. So I don't know if you are getting the picture. So if I want to see what someone is doing, even in the US concerning Giving Tuesday, what someone is saying about Giving Tuesday, I will see everything here. I can keep scrolling. So this is our post on Giving Tuesday. And the reason it's appearing here is because we use the hashtag Giving Tuesday. So it's findable, permit me to use that word. People can see what you are doing. I don't know if this makes sense. This person posted this 16 hours ago, and she is sharing her plan. She's sharing, a Giving Tuesday idea about starting a fundraiser, which is beautiful. And it's not even in English. This is probably from which country? A lot of things are blocking my screen right now. Okay, so let's look at something else. This is another post on Giving Tuesday, right? This person posted this 11 hours ago. Rain Lily Montessori. This looks like a school. Yes, it's a school. And it's day 6 of their 30 days of gratitude. So this is probably a campaign that would run for 30 days. And this is day 6. They've been doing it since the 1st of November. And I can only see this because this person, he or she, used the Giving Tuesday hashtag, and it was easy for me to locate. There are other hashtags here, right? But because Giving Tuesday is particular to not just my job, the fact that I'm actively tracking Giving Tuesday activities, I can find it. So this is another recommendation, everyone. If you are posting your Giving Tuesday campaigns online, please use the Giving Tuesday Africa hashtag and use the Giving Tuesday hashtag. It makes it easy for us to track your activities. It makes it easy for me, for example, to amplify your activity. I'm going to share another example, and that is my Giving Story winner announcement for Tanzania. Daniel did not particularly share that information with me. It was just very easy for me because their team used the Giving Tuesday hashtag. And I've also set an alert that anytime someone uses a Giving Tuesday hashtag, I will receive it in my inbox. That's called social listening, by the way, but we are not going to talk about that. Let's just focus on the fact that if you put out a campaign, using the right hashtags can actually make the right people see you, people that are probably interested in that conversation to hear about what you are doing and connect with you. So that is on hashtag Booming. I hope that helps. So your third question on...
Sorry. You be able to help me because over time, honestly, I've had a lot of questions bugging my mind on this. So you have tried a bit. Now, the thing is, if I'm broadcasting, what type of hashtag will you advise me to use? Now, is it possible as an organization to start my own hashtag? Then what is the difference between heart and hashtag? Sorry.
Well, please do not apologize. I'm actually happy you're asking all these questions. Yes, you can start your own hashtag. Remember how I talked about the period giving webinar? It's actually the beginning of a much bigger thing, okay? We just want to start with a webinar. And to kickstart this conversation and maybe inspire people from all over the world to think and include or plug in generous acts in their campaigns against period poverty, I have started the hashtag period giving trail, right? I've also started it. So you can start your own hashtag. It also helps you to know if you are inspiring people across the world, right? Because by the time you monitor your hashtag and you see that it's not only your post that is showing, but other people are beginning to pick up that hashtag, it has become a campaign. It has gone viral, right? So that's something about hashtag. And if you are broadcasting, what hashtag would you use? I think the question would be, what are you broadcasting about? So if your broadcast is about Giving Tuesday, you're still going to use the Giving Tuesday hashtag. If you are broadcasting about sexual assault, for example, it's a given to use the sexual assault hashtag. Also, Bumi, there are platforms where you can search for hashtags that are popular. There is Hashtagify. I can share some hashtag search tools that you can use to maybe find out, if I'm talking about this, which hashtag should I use? I'm happy to share that. So That's an hashtag. Now, using the @ button, that is when you are inviting someone to maybe see what you are doing, comment on what you're doing, or share what you're doing. So if I post something, I'm going to share my screen again. Sorry, I'm looking for which window to share. Okay. If I post, let me look at something we posted, I think last week, and I'm going to show you the difference between @ and the hashtag. So I'm scrolling down. Something is not showing here. Let me refresh this button. This is one. Okay. Yes, this one. So this is my giving story grand finale that I told you now that I've discovered this news through the hashtag, right? It was just very easy. So I picked up this news and I posted this and I amplified it, shared it in our newsletter, and I also shared it on our social media page. Now, something else that I did was I also felt that some people might not know that GivingTuesday Tanzania has announced their winners, and they might want to share it with their people. And it might also inspire them to maybe emulate, how the grand finale looks like. So as you can see here, I said @ Giving Tuesday, which is actually the Giving Tuesday main account, @ Giving Tuesday Kenya, @ Giving Tuesday South. So I mentioned a lot of the Giving Tuesday accounts that I know to get them to join in this conversation or to maybe like and share. I don't know if that makes sense. That is what @ does. So when you're using the @ button, you are mentioning someone and you have to mention an account that exists on that platform. So if I'm mentioning Giving Tuesday, if I click on this link, it's going to take me straight to the Giving Tuesday account. If I go back now, I'm going back now. I'm going to click on this page. Oh, sorry. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to click on Giving Tuesday South Africa. It's going to take me straight to so when I mention people like this, they get a notification that, hey, someone just mentioned you on their post. And it makes this person to look at my post, like what they see, or possibly share it, or even further, reach out and say, hey, I would like to do something like this. Can you connect us with Daniel so we can replicate or emulate his strategies in South Africa? So that is, it's crazy how some of these simple actions, go a long way. So that is how to use the @ function. I don't know if that answers your question. Is there something else I'm supposed to speak to? Let me stop sharing. So, Bumi, I don't know if that helps to differentiate the hashtag from the @ using the @ option. Thank you, Hussein. I see you. Yes, it's actually very effective because it's not just the hashtag that people have to consciously and intentionally search for. You are actually bringing people into your space and telling them, hey, see what I'm doing. Check out what I'm doing. I'm also going to share I just saw someone say how to search for popular hashtags. I talked about some tools that we can use that I'm going to share after this session, but you can also just go to Instagram, to be honest, just like I just did right now. You can just go to your Instagram page and just search for hashtag Giving Tuesday. In fact, let's search for something else that isn't Giving Tuesday. Let's search for can anyone come up with something they are probably interested in? So I'm doing hashtag education. Sorry, someone was saying something. Is it just me? Let's not be that someone is talking and I'm just talking and talking and talking. I hope my sound is good. Okay, someone just shared International Volunteer Day. Let me do volunteer day and see. We'll do volunteer day. Let's see. Right. There are 47,000 posts about volunteer day. And here you go. Here you go. Different activities happening across the world. Right? This is actually beautiful. I'm just going to go ahead and follow this hashtag because it has lots of things I'm pretty much interested in. So your question about simple tools that you can use to do your things yourself, for me, there is Canva. Canva is pretty simple, and we've also gone ahead to create templates. I've shared templates, I've shared presentation slides that people can use and just tweak it to their colors and their brand. I've shared it with about 5 country leaders. So if you're interested, I'm happy to share this template with you. Yes, Bumi, I'm listening.
Oh, thank you very much. Please, Ma, I want to give audience, allow others to talk. If there's still time, I will continue with my question. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bumi. So on simple tools, happy to share lots of the tools that I use myself, because most of the things you see on our channels are things that I do myself, but they are really amazing tools that you can tweak to your taste. So someone just said to add, I suggest getting all necessary art accounts and hashtag in a separate note. Thank you, Hussein. I actually do that. I have all the people I want interested in what we're doing. I have them on an Excel file. I have the hashtags that I use for different purposes. I have my hashtags for events. I have my hashtags for just general posts. I have the hashtags I use when we are posting on Giving every Tuesday. I mean, I would say start small, to be honest. So it doesn't seem too much to do. It doesn't seem like a lot. And I mean, Bumi and someone else, Charles, when I'm showing you how to, I think I shared, when I'm showing you how to monitor using hashtags and also monitor your campaign, I will also share some hashtags that you can probably get started with, just to ensure that the right people are seeing what you're doing and it's appearing in the right places. Does anyone have any other question? Okay, so I'm sharing the Giving Tuesday Africa hashtag now in the group for Santiago. Santiago, this is the Giving Tuesday Africa hashtag. Please make use of it. Use it as much as you can, because I'm always tracking this hashtag. I'm always tracking activities people are doing through the Giving Tuesday Africa hashtag, especially on the continent. Yes, thank you so much. Falakemi, I'm reading your comment. We would like to connect with Professor. Yes. Oh, beautiful. So Professor Olubumi, Falakemi is actually the Giving Tuesday Nigeria leader. She will be happy to help you with anything that you're doing. As long as it's in Nigeria, she is the right person to get connected with. Any other question? I'm taking questions. Okay. There was something we were supposed to do. Yes, I'm listening.
Okay. So sorry. I told you I'm a lover of what you are doing. No.
Yes, I can hear you now.
I'm a lover of what you are doing, and that's why I have a lot of questions. Designing fundraising at times could be challenging. I don't know what your advice would be, because I'm sure most people are here. They want to participate in Giving Tuesday. They also want to raise funds. It's been challenging. At times, you'll find the board criticizing, certain elements are not there, these are not there. Can we generate something for Giving Tuesday that will be wow at any time?
So on fundraising, Giving Tuesday is actually one of the platforms a lot of people use to raise funds for their causes. I mean, just by plugging in the conversation, joining the campaign, which we are talking about today, using the hashtags, mentioning Giving Tuesday, that would go a long way. But there's a lot of elements that is also attached to the whole fundraising thing. There are a lot of creative ways people are now using to raise funds. There are fundraiser events people also come up with. There are campaigns and contests even that people do. Global Giving recently launched its matching initiative, where if you raise a particular amount, they match that fund with that exact amount. So you might want to check out Global Giving and see if you could use that platform to maybe increase the amount you've raised by the end of the year. If I were to go deeply into fundraising, I feel like I would really spend a lot of time. And I really do feel like this one-on-one session between you and I would, it would help me address all of these things. Like we would have the time to also maybe run through some of your plans and some of your strategies, so I can maybe share some insights, share some experiences from some of our past, what our leaders have done in the past to raise funds, especially people like Daniel, who just completed my Giving Tuesday contest. So I don't know if it will help. Just pile this up for me when we finally meet, Virginia and I, if that's okay. And if anyone is interested in this other meeting that I'm gonna, have with me to talk about all of our concerns, if some of these things she's saying are also things you need help with, please let me know so I can include you in that meeting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I wanted to ask everyone to share their campaigns with me right away. So we have 10 minutes to do that so that I can capture it in my tracker. Remember, I'm tracking these things because I want to amplify, I want to share it. So it's also possible that I'm missing out in some of these activities. It's also possible that you probably posted online and I cannot see it because maybe you didn't mention us. Maybe you did not use the hashtag Giving Tuesday or hashtag Giving Tuesday Africa. So if you can just give me 10 minutes of your time, I'm going to share my screen now, and then each of us can just go ahead and let me know what they are doing while I write it right now, real time. Oh, stop. Let me share. I think, yeah. Okay. All right. So, Charles, you had mentioned how to use the tracker. I think everyone received this message about filling this Excel file if you have a campaign in your community or your country to fill this, so CAT can also sort of capture what you are doing. It's actually a very simple thing. Charles, please, can you go off mute? So maybe you and I can kind of do this together. Hi, is Charles still on the group? Hey, Charles, it's because of you we are doing this. For some reason, I can't find you. Oh, I guess Charles isn't here. Okay, so I'm just going to maybe run through how to do this, and then if he has the time, he can watch. Okay, sharing the tracker link right away and sharing it here, so he can watch how to do this. It's pretty simple. Just I'm gonna do an example that I will delete because this is not what I'm supposed to do. This is for everyone, country leaders. So I would say Nigeria example, and then I'll do Giving Tuesday Nigeria. This is an example, by the way, guys. And I'm feeling this tracker to help Kat and the global team understand what I'm doing in my community. So if there's an event I'm doing that has its own hashtag, remember I said you can create your own hashtag. And my own event is called Period Giving. I'm going to say a hashtag, Period Giving, okay? And then I'll fix in my Facebook page, my Twitter page, my Instagram page, anywhere at all that this particular activity can be found. I will fix it in, right? And just, that's all That's all we need from you. Just tell us what's happening. Tell us the name of the hashtag. Although my personal tracker is a lot more in-depth, but this is pretty simple. It just helps us to, find you. It helps us to tell the world what you are doing. And I hope this helps. And I hope when Charles sees this, he knows how to do it. So for my own tracker, Laurentia, I'm aware of the 17 rooms activity you are planning. So if you could maybe, my screen. All right, great. So this is my tracker. So if you could shed more light on this activity so I can capture it very quickly. Laurentia, are you still on the call?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool. So that would be Giving Tuesday Ghana. All right, run me through your activities.
So we are trying to have this on the 5th of December.
Sorry, I didn't get the
and
date.
5th December.
5th.
December, yeah.
Okay. What's happening?
And the idea is to have like CSOs in the room working on the sustainable development goals. We'll also have philanthropic organizations and support organizations that are ready to or have been supporting organizations that work on the SDGs. And we are going to be having instead of the 17 rooms, we are going to be having the 5-pillar round room. So the 5-pillar round room is will focus on the 5 pillars of the SDGs, which is partnership, people, peace, prosperity, and planet. So partnership, people, peace, prosperity, and planet.
Thank you.
So
Thank you so much.
All these SDGs within these 5 pillars. And we are going to be having like conversations around that. We'll also have other key stakeholders in the room to also speak about how, for example, be having the leader of the CSO's platforms on the SDGs to share how far Ghana is on attaining the targets of the SDGs. And also have some key philanthropists in the room to also share how they have supported the SDGs. So yeah.
Okay, so what city will this be happening?
This will be in Accra.
Okay, in Accra, Ghana.
The venue is now British Council.
Oh, love it. All right. British Council. Okay, so one quick question. Is there a dedicated hashtag for this particular event?
Yeah, we are, like what you just read, we are thinking of using the 17 rooms, Giving Tuesday Ghana, Giving Tuesday Africa, and Giving Tuesday. And then we have the Ghana Giving Summit as well. Because this will be
coming up?
This particular one will be embedded in the Ghana Giving Summit.
Okay, let me just talk about the Ghana. So there's the Ghana Giving Summit. Can you maybe share a concept note later with me? Maybe on WhatsApp.
All right.
Ghana Giving Summit. Love it. What date is this happening? The Ghana Giving Summit, same day?
Same day, and then the 17 rooms will be a part of it.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Does anyone have an activity that they would like to share with me that they're planning on doing?
So we are also planning the Ghana Philanthropy Week.
Oh, yes.
So
Ghana is on a roll.
that I think I sent you a flyer of that we are trying to get like the CSOs to share their stories on each of the SDGs. So it is like a pre-event towards the Ghana Giving Summit, and to get people excited about the 17 rooms. So we are asking people like CSOs and NGOs to like send in their impact stories. And then on the week of Giving Tuesday, we'll be sharing the stories. We'll be spotlighting them on the our website and then the social media handles.
All right. So the Ghana Philanthropy Week is happening this month. Hey guys, am I still on the call? Because my network is terrible. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, so it is happening from the 27th.
Okay. 27th. So Lawrence, I've lost you. I've lost audio. I cannot hear you anymore. But I got the 27th. So I want to believe it's gonna happen like.
Sorry, I have a call. Yeah, so it's 27th to 1st, I think.
27th to 1st of December.
So it's going to be like the week of the Giving Tuesday.
All right. Thank you so much. Love it. Anyone else has an activity they would like me to capture? Anyone? So this is an example of how I would love to capture your activities. If you have something in mind that you feel you would love us to see and share with the world, now is the time to share it with me, or you can share it with me via email. Just a brief blurb on what you're doing. Give me some specifics like the date, where it's happening, the hashtag. That would be amazing. That would be beautiful. So I'm putting my email here right away so you can share this with me. But I have like 2 more minutes to capture someone else's activity in the lead up to Giving Tuesday. Does anyone have anything to share with me? Anyone at all? I think I've captured, there are a few things I've already captured, so this person's do not have to bother. I think I've captured South Africa's, I haven't actually. Your webinar and my giving story. So I'm gonna capture it pretty soon. Let me see. Okay.
I'm sorry,
Anyone
Bidemi. I had a phone call that came in while I was on this phone call, so I got
Oh,
disconnected.
that's okay.
And I see now you mentioning something about South Africa.
Yes, I was explaining how I've been tracking some of the activities your team has been doing because you've been sharing
Yes.
with me, and my
Yeah.
giving story contest. I just captured this right now.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, I'm let you believe there is nothing else I have to capture or nothing else anyone has to share. I'm just looking at the chat. All right, great. So this has been an amazing time. I would like to especially thank Professor Olubimi for asking really good questions and helping a lot of people understand the world of digital marketing and social media. And I mean, we should all remember that this community of practice, by the end of all of these workshops, we will be giving certificate of completions to those who are able to complete the workshops and fill all the workbooks. That gives us sort of like an idea of what everyone is doing. And I can't wait, we have just one more workshop left, guys. So I'm really happy. Also, I think I just talked about how I'm tracking people's work. Please share Giving Tuesday activities around the continent. It doesn't have to be what you are doing. If you see somebody doing something great that is around the Giving Tuesday period, please share it with us. If you are doing something, and please, when I say something, it doesn't have to be a grand event. It could be as little as joining the conversation and, you want to share it with us. Please do share your own activity as well. Yes, we will definitely be spotlighting all of your activities. As you can see, we shared the Giving Tuesday South Africa's webinar. We talked about the 17 rooms across our platforms, and they've all been captured even in our newsletters on Substack. If you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, I'm just going to share that with you now. wrong. So we can subscribe. Sharing that in the chat. I will share the workshops again. That's a promise. I do have to put everything in order before I send that email, so it might not be immediately, but I'm definitely sharing all the workshops from the beginning and all the workbooks from the beginning so we can catch up. They're all hosted on our YouTube platform and it's open for everybody to watch and learn. Thank you so much, ma'am. I really appreciate your feedback. So I need to go back here. Anything else I need to touch on? I think we are done. I promised an hour or less, but we are like 4 minutes past, 4 minutes late. So thank you all so much for staying from the beginning of the session to the end. I really hope I've been able to help you think through some of your campaigns, some of your plans. I've also been able to help you figure out how to be seen, how people can really see what you are doing, because we want people to see you. We want people to see what you're doing. So thank you all so much. This is where I say goodbye, everyone, and then run back to my own duties. Bye, everyone. God bless you.